The Federal and Velvin Hypermarket jointly present the Thoothukudi Marathon 2024 to raise awareness on drug abuse. The event is co-presented by Edison Cardio Care Center, Tiruchendur, powered by L. Anand Jewelry and St. Mother Teresa Engineering College, Thoothukudi.
Hello and a warm welcome to Federal's special program Capital Beat. Amidst reports of rumblings within the state unit of BJP in Uttar Pradesh, the state unit president Bhupendra Chaudhary today has on record said that the reports about the CM being changed are false. He said that BJP is a democratic party. It is poised very well to win the 10 Vidhan Sabha seats which will go for the by-elections. But what one has noticed is the fact that during the review meetings, CM has been present, that is, Yogi Adityanath has been present, but the deputy chief ministers, the two deputy chief ministers, they have not been present. And now Yogi Adityanath is on his way to Delhi because he has to attend the NITI Aayog meeting, and day after tomorrow there's a meeting of the chief ministers. And there are reports that on the sidelines of this NITI Aayog meeting, since Yogi Adityanath is armed well with the review reports at the mandal level, he's met the BJP MPs, he's met the BJP MLAs. So probably he will get a chance to meet the Prime Minister and put his side of the view or whatever he thinks is a reason for the debacle of BJP in Uttar Pradesh. So, what is really going to happen within the state unit of BJP? What will and the most important question, that why are the two deputy chief ministers not on the same page as Yogi Adityanath? So we'll try and explore all the possibilities as to what might happen as far as UP is concerned and what might Yogi really share with the Prime Minister. Joining me now is Shaira Naeem. She's a senior journalist and political commentator who joins us from Uttar Pradesh. Shaira ji, thank you so much for joining. And we have Sharad Gupta, who's a political commentator, senior journalist, joining us. Thank you so much, Shaira ji, for joining. And I'll begin with Shaira ji. Shaira ji, since Bhupendra Chaudhary has said that, reports about Yogi Adityanath being changed as the UP chief minister, they are false. Now, what does this mean? Does it go to show that Yogi is in full command? He has taken over the mantles, no matter what the rift was between him and Amit Shah. So is he in full command now, which means?
No, I wouldn't be able to say that. See, even if he was on his way out, the state BJP chief will not go and announce it in Jaipur that he's on his way out. This is not how politics is conducted. Things are said, things happen, but we have to read between the lines to get the picture. So things are not so hunky dory with the BJP and especially with Adityanath in UP. But obviously, no leader of the stature of Bhupendra Chaudhary will go and announce in another state. This, I believe, he said in Jaipur. So, because that will show the party in a poor light, him in a poor light, he being the head of the BJP. But there is definitely some kind of introspection, some kind of, optics going on where Yogi is trying to show that he is kind of working on the feedback. And this review meetings with the divisional level with MPs, MLAs, all the elected representatives is part of that exercise, because he needs to at least show that he's taking feedback on where the party went wrong and where he as the head of the government went wrong. So this exercise is going on, but at the same time, the parallel exercise of the deputy chief ministers not attending meetings and the other NDA allies openly, kind of coming out against the government is also going on, which shows that he is really not completely in command of the ship, because earlier he's been here since 17, and their NDA allies have also been here, but nobody has really questioned him on basic issues like his allegiance to supporting the OBC, and it's become pretty rampant. It started with Keshav Prasad Maurya, but then Anupriya Patel also picked up, and then Nishad, Sanjay Nishad, and Rajbhar. So it's kind of a collective thing, which is now, the it's kind of a chorus and on something which really hurts his reputation, which is that his government has not been fair with the OBC and the Dalits and all. So this is a point where he is finding it, he's bending virtually backwards to defend himself. So whatever Bhupendra Chaudhary said today, we wouldn't expect him to say anything else than that. But then that is not the whole picture. It's only
No,
part of
but
the
Chitra,
picture.
the very
The,
fact that the two deputy chief ministers they are not on the same page as Yogi
yes,
Adityanath,
yes,
what
yes.
is the reason of that friction? Now, is it that bigger
See,
war or maybe a battle which is playing out between Yogi Adityanath and Amit Shah, or is it something else?
it is basically, see, it's a clash between Lucknow and Delhi. This is
Okay.
to understand the whole thing. It's a clash between Lucknow and Delhi, and these are the various pawns in the game. So, and then we have a by-election right ahead. So maybe the action will not be taken before the by-election, because if it if you show that you are against the captain of the ship who's going to lead you into the by-election, it will not give a very good impression on the voters, on the party as in general. So you have to show that you are together, you're fighting the by-elections on
But as
together
far
on
as
the same platform.
elections are concerned, Shairaji, as far as the by-elections are concerned, is it not true that Yogi has decided to take up the mantles and he is on the drive is in the driver's seat?
Yes, yes.
Because
He is in the driver's seat, but that so was he during the Lok Sabha elections. After the seats and all were decided, maybe he
hmm,
was not party to the decisions, but he was fighting, attending a dozen or less than a dozen meetings every day across the state. So
hmm,
there you can't fault him. He went to constituencies, certain constituencies, 4 times to 5 times.
hmm,
So he did not spare any effort as far as things are concerned, but that did not bring the desired results.
right.
So right now, because now this is a question for him of his reputation and his probably his political relevance and survival. So he cannot take any chances. He is
Absolutely.
trying very hard, but
Hmm.
that does not promise. Uh, we can't say that this will bring all the kind of results he is expecting.
Right. Now let me come to Sharaji. Sharaji, what is really playing out on the UP turf? What is really happening now? Like what Shaira said that this is a clear battle between Lucknow and Delhi. Then you have a by-election. Then there is the third pillar of the entire thing that the whole accountability for the debacle of BJP in the Lok Sabha. So who should be accountable for this? And who should be made the scapegoat. Now, where are the things heading as far as UP is concerned? Because there are a lot of rumblings. There is a certain unease which is playing out as a bad optics for BJP.
That's true, but uh, the issue is the it's not basically limited only to a fight between Delhi and Lucknow. Why are the deputy chief ministers bypassing chief ministers meetings? Doesn't that amount to indiscipline?
Yeah,
So why is no action being taken against them? Why are they not being reprimanded? Why not being told to come in line? Obviously, there is a patronage, and who is patronizing them? People who want Modi out. And there was a move in 2021 also to bring him to the center just before the assembly elections, and he refused. He said, "I'll go back to Gorakhpur, but I won't join any other post." So there are a lot of sub plays basically playing out. Just there's not just a battle between Yogi and Modi or Amit Shah. There are lot of sub acts also. So Keshav Prasad Maurya, for one, has been against Modi, against Yogi for a long time, ever since he was denied he was denied a chance to become the chief minister, and he tried to become the de facto chief minister by putting his nameplate on the chief minister's office. So those kind of things have been happening, and party leadership is patronizing both Pathak and Maurya. Not only them, actually, I see Yogi as kind of Abhimanyu, because he has been surrounded by people who have been inimical to him, like the chief secretary. He was a Delhi nominee, Durga Shankar Mishra. Of course, he is now been transferred. He has retired, but he was there. Sunil Bansal, the organizing secretary, he is never a Yogi man. Two deputy chief ministers, A.K. Sharma, a minister who was basically a secretary in Prime Minister's office. So there are a whole lot of people. Means it said that Yogi doesn't have powers even to transfer a DGP or appoint a secretary. So still, if Yogi is continuing, so that means he does have some aces up his sleeve. It's not that simple. If if Modi and Amit Shah, who are perceived to be all powerful, are unable to upstage Yogi, so that means he does have, and moreover, he doesn't have RSS support. He was never a RSS person. RSS does have a soft corner of him, but and probably they were behind his uh, selection as chief minister, but I don't think the RSS right now is behind Yogi, because RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat, who was in Gorakhpur last month or maybe earlier this month, and despite camping for 2 days, Yogi failed to meet him, and there were a couple of newspapers which carried this story that Yogi did meet Mohan Bhagwat. So RSS doesn't normally issue clarifications, but in this particular case, RSS did issue a clarification saying Mohan Bhagwat was there to attend a second क्या उनका जो द्वितीय वर्ग का प्रशिक्षण शिविर, and he did not have any political agenda. He did not meet any political person. So RSS, if RSS was behind Yogi, so he could have met him. But probably there is a tussle between RSS and Modi Shah also. So that is why Mohan Bhagwat doesn't pick any cudgels on behalf of somebody else. He's fighting his own battle.
Right.
So there are so many facets to this whole political drama being played out, and I don't think they are going to discuss their internal politics in NITI Aayog meeting. Even in the on the sidelines, I don't think they are going to talk about BJP's inner politics. Not neither Yogi will like to talk about these things. He will, of course, if somebody.
Several newspapers, Sharaji, several newspapers have reported this, that, he's armed with the review reports, he's met all the MLAs, the MPs, so he knows what to discuss. So there is a possibility that he might meet on the sidelines of this NITI Aayog meeting.
But if you are aware of the agenda of NITI Aayog meeting, they are armed with a presentation on how India will be developing till 2047. There is just a presentation, and maybe some chief ministers are also going to have their presentation, and there will be no discussion. So when there is no discussion on the development agenda, so where will be? Of course, Yogi like to pin them down, but since I don't think the BJP leadership has any answer why they are patronizing, I'll just give you one more anecdote, and then you can go to Saidari. The thing is that the same thing happened in 1998 also. Then Kalyan Singh was the chief minister and Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the prime minister. And every second or third day, there used to be a delegation of BJP leaders who used to come down to Delhi, meeting prime minister, deputy prime minister, home minister, and all kind of people. BJP president, BJP general secretary. The chief minister is very dictatorial. He doesn't take organization into confidence, and अधिकारी हमारी बात नहीं सुनते हैं. Same problems which they are discussing today, these were the problems in 1998, 99 also. And this continued for year and a half. And nobody touched Kalyan Singh. Kalyan Singh was, of course, peeved that the center is patronizing these rebel MLAs, but he was not removed till he acted against the party in 1990 parliamentary elections, ensuring that BJP's tally from UP came down from 58 to 29. It got halved. So I think all this pressure on Yogi is to create some kind of mental disbalance so that he takes some step, maybe like Kalyan Singh, some anti-party activity or maybe some anti-party statement, so that they can get an excuse to ease him out. So I don't think otherwise they can, because there's already too much pressure from Thakurs. He's a Thakur leader. He may be a Yogi, but he's a Thakur leader basically. And he has been a Thakur leader ever since this Virendra Pratap Shahi and Harishankar Tiwari rivalry going on in
Right.
Gorakhpur, and he was always siding with Virendra Shahi and company. So Thakurs were already angry with BJP. There were a lot of reports about on that count from Gujarat to Rajasthan to UP, and probably BJP paid some price for that.
So,
And
Sharajji, you saying that probably Prime Minister will avoid meeting Yogi, especially on this Uttar Pradesh rumbling, at least. He'll not meet him
of course,
separately. He'll avoid meeting him.
of course, because
Yeah,
they don't have any answer. If he's asked, why are you taking any action against Pathak and
the Deputy Prime
Maurya?
Ministers.
Keshav Prasad
So
This
Maury.
Prime
a
Minister
major
or Amit Shah or
what
JP Nadda or even Bhupendra Chaudhary, they will have no answer. So that's why
Hmm.
maybe Bhupendra
yeah,
Chaudhary preempted that situation by saying, no, 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 there is no plan to just replace
yeah.
Yogi.
Right.
In a
So,
way, Sharadji, you kind of confirm what I believe is that it's a kind of a shadow boxing between Delhi and Lucknow, because Yogi Adityanath can't take action against his two deputies, because the party has to do that, and the party should have done it by now. It's almost lasted. Keshav Prasad has been
I
doing
agree,
this for
Shairaj,
quite
with what
some
you're
time.
saying. I quite agree with what you're saying, but this is making the whole political scenario so complicated for Uttar Pradesh,
So
especially when you
so
know that you have to
complicated.
go for the bypolls right now. So, who is in command right now for the bypolls? The 10 Vidhan Sabha seats which are going for
Well,
bypolls, is
on the
Yogi
on
handling
the
the entire situation, or
he
is it remote controlled by Delhi? What is it?
no, no, well, it's still too early, because the clear picture will emerge when the seats are decided, who gets it, whether on
Hmm.
the recommendation of Yogi, or the recommendation will come from Delhi. So that would be the real litmus test, and that is when we will know who is really in command, whether Yogi just has to run a campaign, or he is in complete control from deciding the candidate to everything else, which he was not in the case of Lok Sabha. And I agree with the Thakur thing, but it has been on for a long time. And now the Brahmins are up in arms, saying that they are being discriminated against. But the OBC, obviously, and OBC matters, because in terms of numbers, Thakur and Brahmins don't matter. They are opinion makers, they are influencers. But in terms of numbers in a democracy, the OBC and the Dalits and the Muslims, they matter. Well, Muslims are almost out. They don't normally vote for the BJP. But the OBC and the Dalits, who have some of them have shifted their allegiance only in this election, which is something of great concern for the BJP. So they will definitely, and then the rumblings from the OBC NDA partners like Anupriya and Rajbhar and Sanjay Nishad. So all this makes it's really becomes very murky, and NDA and the BJP in Delhi should have handled it, because they are very minor NDA partners. And when they're making these kind
But
of
what is
public
your feeling,
noise,
Shairaji? Is Delhi really neglecting
they're
UP right now? And there is a
they're just
deliberate.
they're just making Yogi feel uncomfortable. They're putting him on the back foot. They are not. He. All these things ultimately affects a leader. No? When your partners are saying these kind of things, whether right, wrong, that is not being debated over here. But the BJP should be solidly behind its chief minister, which in this case I don't see. They're not defending him. That is why I don't add too much of credence to Bhupendra Chaudhary going and saying this, that it's just a statement, because the party is not showing it in action elsewhere. It's not.
No, but do
It's
you
not
see some
visible.
kind of a backlash amongst the people on the ground, the cadres, the Modi, the Yogi supporters? How are they reacting to the things which are happening?
But there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion in the party. And as Sharadji was saying, he's not an RSS man, and he has managed to rule through basically the administration, and now the administration is being attacked by by Keshav Prasad Maurya and a lot of other leaders, that they are not that we are not heard, and there is not a very empathetic administration. So the tool through which CM Yogi was ruling is also being discredited. And so that leaves a lot of uh, confusion in the cadres. They really don't know which way things are going to go. So that is very much there. And
Right.
especially
So
these two deputies acting the way they are, it doesn't leave the chief minister in a very comfortable position.
right. So how eventually is it going to play out, Sharaji, according to you? If the two deputy CMs are not on the same page, they are deliberately trying to make Yogi Adityanath uncomfortable. Delhi is silent over whatever is happening. There's a lot of confusion on the ground as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned. And then you have a by-elections to the 10 Vidhan Sabha seats. So where do we see the things heading? Is anybody going to take a frontal role to put the house in order? Because the entire BJP house in Uttar Pradesh looks like in a complete disarray.
Yeah, it does, and I don't think it's going to be resolved anytime soon. It's going to linger because Yogi doesn't want to leave the seat, and Modi and Amit Shah, they want him out, and they are using, as Akhilesh Yadav also put it very succinctly today, that Maurya just being a pawn in this game uh,
That's true.
um, between Modi and Shah and Yogi. So he's just being a pawn used by the central leadership. So this is going to play out as it is, that things will keep on sliding, because the only person who is slated to lose in the whole thing is the BJP. And in any case, there are by-elections, and the by-elections should have been ordered long time back, but the election commission has deferred them on the pretext of the floods and all that. Although in some areas there were floods, the elections had just been concluded, but still there are almost 30 by-elections going to take place. So most probably election commission is going to conduct them along with Maharashtra, Jharkhand, and Haryana elections. So that way they will get some more breathing time, because in case these results would have come, because recently there were 12 by elections, and of them BJP won only 2 seats, lost 10. So that would, BJP thinks that it's going to hamper its chances in 3 elections, which it is already on a sticky wicket in 3 states. So the adverse results are going to hamper its chances further. So that's why election commission is also deferring the polls, and that will give them a breather till for 2-3 months more. And this is going to play out. Neither Yogi is going to blink, nor Modi and Shah. And Pathak
That's
and Maurya, people like them,
They will continue their
will
game.
be, yeah, they will keep on playing their games
So
because this
if
is
the,
gross indiscipline.
right, no, it is a gross
And
indiscipline.
just one thing I wanted to add to this is why Thakurs are important. They may have just 7 or 8% votes, but one thing is that they are very influential. They not only give their vote, so but they also influence a lot of other communities as well, where especially in the rural areas. So secondly, the BJP has about 20% core vote of upper caste, and if there is a crack in that 20% core, so the buffer zone also is likely to go away. So that's why it's dreading taking any action against Yogi, because the Thakurs are going to go away in any case. So that's why. So maybe Dalits and Muslims and the OBCs, they are just on the periphery. But if the core vote goes, then BJP will be in clear soup.
That's true. But coming to the worst scenario, Shairaji, do you think? I mean, we all have discussed, the three of us, that there is a very little likelihood of the fact that PM might meet Yogi, which looks completely out of question. But you never know. BJP is very unpredictable. At the 11th hour, they can do anything. And the very fact that Bhupendra Chaudhary, during his trip on Jaipur, said that all these reports of CM getting changed, these are false reports. But what if he suddenly changed? Supposing, I mean, there's a little likelihood of that, very remote possibility. But what if Yogi is just changed outrightly, and there is a new CM in Uttar Pradesh? Will the
Well,
BJP
it
will the
can.
BJP take that kind of chance?
I don't know. They might not take it before the bypolls.
Okay.
The bypolls have to happen too soon. Maybe after the bypolls, they will get and if the BJP does not do well, they will have another reason to kind of uh, ease him out. So I don't see it happening right away because see they will not like as Shalji said
No, but the
the
way the
Thakurs
things are
are
happening,
influential. Yeah, they're
but
happening. Maybe he might just meet Yogi, and again, the impression will go that he has got some a breather, and things are not so bad. Because right now the confusion is so much that in this state, going for the bypolls is going to be very counterproductive.
no,
So
but the way
maybe
the
for
things are
that
happening,
reason, they,
but the way the
no,
things are playing out, do you think that BJP is poised well to win those
no,
by
they are
elections?
not. No, they're not. But they would like somebody to take the blame for that,
Right. So if this
and
is, yeah, so I'm going to come
and
to the
somebody
last
to be
question.
eased out.
Right. I'll come for the concluding remarks to Sharaji, that what Sharaji is saying, that there is very little possibility that BJP will win these by-elections to the 10 Vidhan Sabha seats. So if that is the case, then it's a clear case of Yogi being eased out after the by-elections. Can we arrive at that conclusion that Yogi has a very short shelf life now? He can enjoy his CM hood for maybe whatever period is left till the time the by-election results are not there. But after that, certainly Yogi will be changed.
No, I don't think so. As I said earlier, that they are waiting for him to take a wrong step, because even
What if
after by elections,
what if BJP doesn't perform in the by-elections? Will that not
it
be
is
a
not
reason
going to
enough to
perform.
remove him?
But still, because as he have already pointed out, he's already pointed out in number of say review meetings and everywhere, that the Lok Sabha elections were fought in the name of Modi, not Yogi. And BJP did not perform well, not only in UP, but in Rajasthan and number of other states as well. So I only single out Yogi. One.
Right.
Secondly, the candidates were selected by Amit Shah. He says, I had given a list of say 15 or 20 candidates. Of
Hmm.
them,
They were not given
only
tickets.
two were included in the last list, and ultimately even they were denied ticket. So if you're not fielding my candidates, and still I am putting all my efforts, and if results are not coming, so why I am being blamed? They were not my candidates. I was not the strategist. I was not contesting the elections. I was just a campaigner. Like there were so many other campaigners. So if Smriti Irani lost her own election, so are you going to take action against her because she lost? If I was not contesting an election,
Yeah.
I was
That's
just
quite
campaigning, and I was not the strategist. I was just a campaigner. So I don't think they are going to.
what you are saying, Sharaji, which means that Yogi will never be removed. If we take these yardsticks, then
Till
Yogi will never be removed.
till he starts working against the party,
Okay.
against till he crumbles under this pressure mounted from all sides, from the
Okay.
bureaucracy, from
And the different players within the BJP, they will keep provoking him so that he
provoking.
makes some kind of a mistake.
Right, right. They are going to provoke him,
Hmm.
and this drama is going to play out for another 2-3 months, maybe 4 months, and I don't know, maybe for a year or so, because
Hmm.
as I told you about the Kalyan Singh, the whole drama continued for a year and a half, and they did
Right.
not take any action against him. So they could have removed him anytime, but they could
Right.
not, despite so many follies and complaints and means he was even more dictatorial than Yogi.
Right.
Yogi
Right.
doesn't have any powers, as I told you. He doesn't
Right.
have a power to change his own secretary. But
Hmm. That's right.
Kalyan Singh was so powerful.
Hmm.
But still, Yogi will not be touched. That's my feeling, my calculation. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my feeling.
So we'll have to wait and watch whether Yogi at all is will be removed or not. But yes, there's never a dull day in UP politics as of now.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's just
That's
playing like an interesting drama. Act one, scene one, act two, scene two. So we'll have to wait and watch every day what happens, who says what. But yes, of course, we'll have to keep an eye on what's happening on the NITI Aayog meeting. Will Yogi meet? There are big question marks on that. Thank you so much, Sharaji. Shaira, it was wonderful having both of you on the program. And one appeal to the viewers who are watching this discussion, subscribe to our channel, send us a feedback, and stay tuned to the Federal. Thank you.
The Federal and Velavan Hypermarket jointly present the Thuthukudi Marathon 2024 to raise awareness on drug abuse. The event is co-presented by Edison Cardio Care Center, Tiruchendur, powered by L. Anand Jewelry and Saint Mother Teresa Engineering College, Thuthukudi.